All right, welcome to the drum tutorial walkthrough thing for Glorious Day. This song's pretty simple, drum-wise, and there's really only a couple parts. There is an alternate beat that we could play during the chorus if the band's a bit smaller, so I'll go over that at the end as well. But just going over like kind of the standard way that I'll typically play the song. So we're gonna come in at the end of verse 1 on Till I Met You on that C, or yeah, on the Till I Met You part to the very end of that verse 1, and we're just gonna do a 4 on the floor. Pretty loud, pretty standard. And that will go like this. So, I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my tomb. Till I met you, I was breathing but not alive. And we're just gonna keep this going all the way through verse 2. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my tomb. Keep playing it. Till I met you. And we get to the chorus, will stop. You call my name, and I ran out of that grave. And then we'll come in right there on grave. So you'll notice that when we hit the you called my name, that'll be our last hit. And then we'll come in on the chorus. So the beat for the chorus is pretty simple. It's split up into really 2 halves. The first half is going to be a 4 on the floor on the bass drum. And the second half is going to be an open a hi-hat, doing what, 16th notes? So close would be, we're going to open it. And then we're going to hit the crash on every single beat. So just the hi-hat and the crash would be like this, or slow down would be like this. And then adding the bass drum, slowed down would be like this. So that's kind of the first half. The second half is going to be an open hi-hat, and we're going to do a bit of a groove on the snare. We'll keep those 16th notes going. I'll demonstrate it. We're going to keep the 4 on the floor going on the bass drum as well, and we'll play this little snare beat. I'll slow it down a little bit. I guess I'll play it to speed right now with what it will sound like, everything together. And that's kind of the beat. So, putting that all together, how the chorus will sound. Oh, and in between, basically every single measure, I'll add a couple of snare hits going back into this. Just something simple. And then doing. That's how that would go. So putting that all together, going from the ending of verse 2 will be like this. So it was my tomb till I met you. And the chorus, you called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness. I'm sorry, I messed that up. It's gonna be, you called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness to your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave. vamp is going to be the exact same thing as the chorus, so that would go like this. So it'll be, out of the darkness into your glorious day. And we'll bring it down to verse 3. Mercy has saved. Back and forth on the floor. On verse 3, we're going to add a little bit of tom work on verse 3. I don't do much. I just do kind of a couple of hits. Something that I'll do, I guess, what I'll do for verse 3 will be something like this. So, now your mercy has saved my soul. I'm not doing anything yet. Now your freedom is all that I know. So it's just like it's just something pretty simple, just adding a little bit of stuff in there. You can listen to the recording, the original recording, to kind of get a better idea of what they do with the toms there. But yeah, it's just something pretty simple. Or you don't even have to add that if you don't want to. And then from verse 3 going back into the chorus, that chorus is gonna be the exact same thing as the first one. We're just gonna do a cymbal roll going into that chorus. So that would be like, the old maid knew Jesus when I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Let me go through that whole chorus like usual. We'll go through the vamp like usual, keep playing through that, and then we'll get to the breakdown. So in the vamp, doing the whole. And then we're not going to be playing anything for the breakdown. We're going to be entirely out for the breakdown. Leave that for 4 measures. We have bridge 1. For the first half of bridge 1, we're not doing anything. We'll come in on I Needed Shelter on that chord right before they start singing it. And we'll just do a closed hi-hat, pretty soft. And we'll do 16th notes again there too. And then at the very end of bridge 1, we're gonna slowly open the hi-hat. And then we're gonna do our hits on beats 2 and 4 with the bass drum. And we're really emphasizing the 2 and the 4, so we're playing quietly. So it'll be like, that's gonna be what we're doing. And then for the second half of bridge 2, we're gonna do 4 on the floor. So emphasize every single hit, and then when we get to the end of bridge 2, going into the chorus, the when you call my name, we'll do a snare roll. I ran out of that grave, and then go back into the regular chorus beat. So putting that all together will be like this. So starting at bridge 1, I needed I needed rescue. My sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me a sinner better. When I was broken, you were my healer. Your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open when you call my name. I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness. And then we go into the regular chorus. You'll notice in the recording that they, on the second line, instead of keeping with that, they'll go to the whole. You can do that. I kind of switch between them on that last chorus whenever I'm playing the song. So I'll do like, you call my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. go back and kind of just switch between the two right there. And then for the outro, I like doing this part. I think it's fun. How the outro will go, we'll do a... And then we'll go into the... We'll do the ending or the vamp, like usual. So, how the ending of the chorus to the outro to the ending will be like this. Out of the darkness, or yes, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Oh. That's how that will go. And we'll finish off with, and we'll just do one big last hit right there. The timing of that will be will be pretty simple. I believe it's just a measure. So it'll be out of the dark, into your glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of the timing of it. Into your glorious day. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's basically it. You could do a different fill if you want to there. I just like to keep it standard. A flam, bass, flam, and that we go into it. All right, so that is Glorious Day, the drum tutorial / fill. Oh yeah, I forgot. The other way to play this if it's kind of a smaller band that day is I like to just, instead of making the chorus, because that's a lot for a smaller band, I'll just do something like this. So I'll just keep a closed hi-hat. I might open it sometimes depending on how we're feeling that day. And I'll just do that. So, in other words, that would go like this. You call my name, and I ran out of that... I'll hit some crashes, too. And I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness, into your glorious day. You call my name, and I ran out of that grave. Day. I'll just do something like that for a smaller band or whatever. So yep, that's all I'll do basically. Just keep the hi-hat close, play some crashes, and that'll be about it. Okay, anyway, that's the Glorious Day drum tutorial walkthrough thingy. I really hope that helps, and yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.